What up, you guys? Road Shower 4s are out, and in this video I plan to review a couple different models, so let's hop to it. So about a year ago, I reached out to Road Shower and asked them if I could review some of their road showers, and at the time they were making Road Shower 3s, so they sent me a couple of those, and I made a YouTube video, which is online now, and I'll put a link to it in this video, called Road Shower Review, where I gave you my honest feedback about whether or not I like the road showers and how I use them. So this year I reached out to Road Shower once again because the 4s are out and I wanted to compare the 4s against the 3s. And that's exactly what we're going to get to in this video. Quick disclaimer here, Road Shower does not pay me for these reviews. On my channel from time to time I like to review products that I myself love and use, and I do my best to give as honest a review as possible. So if you're just joining us for the very first time and you have no idea what a road shower is, let me briefly explain. A road shower is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shower that you take on the road with you. And essentially it's a big black tube that you fill with water over here. And then you pressurize it with either a bike pump or an electric pump over here. And because this thing is black and it sits on your roof, the sun heats it, and the result is that you get a pressurized warm shower wherever you go. This first shower closest to me right here, this is the Road Shower 4. It holds 7 gallons and it costs $400, about $400. And then the big tube behind over here, that's the Road Shower 4L. I assume L stands for large, and that holds 10 gallons and it's $500. So smaller road shower, 7 gallons, bigger road shower, 10 gallons, 400, 500. So this right here is the cap, the water cap. This is how you fill the shower with water. And from the previous model, this is a huge improvement because this looks like a really beefy little lid. On the Road Shower 3s, this was just a simple radiator cap, and that was fine. It works just fine. I still have one, but it only pressurizes to about 25 or 30 psi, whereas this new lid should do 65 psi, so double what the old model could hold. And I assume that essentially means that you'll be able to pressurize it more and thus get a longer shower out of it. Check out this thing. It's beefy. Well, that's a serious lid right there. Look at that thing. That's not going anywhere. And then if you look inside, it's a very high quality aluminum construction. And then this year also, which is new, because the lid is beefy, they give you a nice wrench so that you can really seal it down, get a nice tight seal, and keep good pressure in the road shower. Right next to the lid, you also have this little welded loop, and this essentially makes it possible for you to lock the shower to the roof of your car. You know, when you strap $400 or $500 on the roof of your vehicle, you don't want to just leave your car in any old place, and this gives you a little bit of security. And each road shower I noticed has 2 of these, so one on the front, one on the back. On the other side of the shower, you have your pressure valve. This is how you pressurize the shower. So you basically just put a bike pump or an electric pump here and fill the shower with enough air. I assume that means 65 psi, and boom, your shower is pressurized. You also have another locking loop, so you can lock the shower to the roof rack in 2 different places. Going from version 3 to 4, the welds on the 4s look much better than the 3s. Not that they were horrible on the 3s, but they do look cleaner, and thus it appears like this thing is just overall better constructed. I assume as the company grows and they make changes, they improve their product, and that's exactly what that looks like. Another thing that's new from version 3 to 4 is that they've added an extra T-slot, and this T-slot essentially runs the entire length of the shower, and it enables you to mount this thing any which way to any vehicle. And so because you have this thing, you can mount it onto any roof rack with ease, and now you have 2 of those T-slots. So you have one on the bottom of the shower, and then you have this one which is on the side of the shower. The T-slots are completely identical. Like I said, they have one function, and that's just to mount this thing onto the roof of your car, and now you have more options. And we live in America. Options are great. We love options. Here you go. Here's a better view. So here's one of the tracks that goes all the way down. This is one of the T-slots. And then you can see on the other side, there's another T-slot, and it also goes the length of the shower. So then over here you have a little valve. That's how you get water from the shower to the hose. And the valve has an on and off switch, which is very handy. And then you have the hose that runs alongside the shower. And then obviously you have a little nozzle. And this is how you shower. Psh, psh, psh. Just like that. Don't worry, we're definitely going to see these things in action. I'm just kind of going over some of the key features, and then I'll hop to actually testing this thing. So let's just cruise around these showers real quick so you can get a full view, because they're kind of big and they don't really fit on screen as a whole, especially this big one. So as you can see, they're just really big black tubes. I can't remember if I've said this already or not, but the road showers come with hoses that are made with very high quality material, and that material is food grade. So that essentially means that you could drink out of the road showers if you want to, though I can't imagine you would, because they're road showers, they're black, they're going to heat the water inside of them, and unless you like drinking hot water, it's probably not realistic. But nonetheless, they are food grade. They also have some cool new accessories this year. They have this flexible hands-free shower head, which is cool. You can mount this to your shower and then have a hands-free shower. And they have an extra little tap, so you can set 2 of those taps up per one shower. And what this essentially means is you could come over here to this end, plop this little screw out, put a second tap on your shower, and you can have a hands-free nozzle on this side and then your regular nozzle on the other side for maximum convenience. Alright, so now you know what these things are and how they work. This means that it's time for a shower montage. Whew. We're not even at 40 psi yet. Okay, check it out. So I just pressurized this thing to 50 psi. I didn't even take it up all the way. It can go up to 65 psi, but I can hear the lid hissing. Can you hear that? Over the lawnmower. The lid is hissing, so I think that's pretty good. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna time it to let you see how long of a shower you can get just from one pressurization. So real quick, I just wanna show you that, see, this is actually connected to the road shower. I'm not cheating, I didn't connect this to my house. Okay, ready? So this isn't gonna be crazy exact, but here we go. Holy moly, look at that spray. It's probably spraying like, I don't know, 25 feet. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. You could put out a fire with this thing. Like the fire pit. 3 minutes in almost, and it's still about 8 feet of spray. Oh, sounds like the shower's running out of water. So look, we're at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and the shower still has pressure in it, but it's running out of water. So a 3-minute shower when you're on the road, that's pretty good. You know, if you're sandy after surfing or muddy or whatnot, 3 minutes is a good amount of time. Okay, so the Road Shower 4s work just fine. Now let's test the hands-free accessory arm. And I'm gonna have to get really creative about this today because I don't have any vehicles available. My car's getting an oil change and girlfriend is gone. So in place of a vehicle today, I'm gonna use a table. Just in case you wanna see how I use my road shower in my day-to-day life, head on over to the first video that I did because it's all there. As you can see, the road shower is now on the table and full of water. This table is acting like my car today. So pretend this is the roof of a vehicle. I just want to quickly mention that when you fill these things up, don't fill them up all the way. Fill them up to about 80%. In order to pressurize this tube, there needs to be some air left inside. So if you fill it up 100%, it won't pressurize well. So that's warning number one. And then the other thing is, because this thing builds up to 60 PSI or 65 PSI, you want to be very careful when you're unscrewing this thing. Because if it still has even a little pressure in it and you unscrew it very fast, that thing is just going to fly off like a projectile. And so that's not safe. So as you start unscrewing this thing, just let it hiss, let it release some of its pressure before you take it off completely. I assume that's why they made the lid as long as it is, because you can't unscrew this thing fast. You have to do it gradually. So just be mindful of those two things. The Road Shower 4L and the Road Shower 4 work exactly the same. In this video, I'm primarily sticking with the smaller version just because it's a little bit easier to handle, you know, for the purposes of being on camera. And since we're now in the sun, it seems like a good time to tell you about how fast these things warm up. Road showers will heat water about 10 degrees for every hour that they sit on the roof when temperature is above 70 degrees. So if you fill this with water and the water is 50 degrees, after about 4 hours of sitting on your roof, provided that it's warm outside, you're gonna have a very comfortable shower. It's gonna be about 90 degrees. As you can see, I basically just replaced this thing with this thing, and that is the hands-free attachment. And on the end of the hands-free attachment, there's this little on and off switch. So we're gonna pressurize this thing with an electric pump today because I want to show you some different options, and then we'll see how it works. And the moment of truth. Okay, so we're gonna turn the valve on this spigot, and then you could come down here and look at that. It's a hands-free shower, and that's so cool. You can twist it every which way. Look, you could literally shower hands-free. Look, my foot. I could wash my foot. Shh. Woo! That is too cool. And then you just go over here, boop, turn it off. Turn it off over there. I'm impressed. Good job, Road Shower. And that, my friends, is how the cookie crumbles. This is the end of my review. I'm very pleased with these products. I think they're better than the predecessors. These things are absolutely bomb-proof, and I could, with 100% certainty, recommend them. As always, thanks for watching. For more videos just like this, subscribe to my channel, Boutenko Films. Click the little bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. All right, ciao.